Welcome to the podcast of Munir Al-Wafa. We have a communication architect, Mr. Askar Thenhippalam. If I may ask you, without me giving an introduction, can you please tell me what are you expert in?
See, as you introduced like a communication architect, see, it is the most powerful area in me, which I love to talk every time, which I love to exhibit, which I love to understand people when I speak with someone, maybe how good in communicating and what is the wrong communication happen inside him, whether he is alone or whether he is in group or whatever it is.
All right. See, now when it comes to the the entrepreneurship, business, and all those things in Dubai, when it comes to Dubai or UAE, there are two categories of people mainly. One are professionals working, one are who are giving the jobs to the professionals or employers and employees. These are the two different categories. So when it comes to that area, you are a trainer by yourself and you do a lot of HR trainings and you train the CEOs and you train the professionals wherein they have to be at their best. Okay. And also you give tips, a lot of tips for the job seekers and the professionals who are getting into the job. And you help a lot of people to interview. Like for example, if a company requires someone to take interviews from the candidates and analyzing them and finalizing and giving them the right report to the management, that is another way, another forte what you are in. So what do you think that a CEO or a top of the management or a captain of the ship should have the characteristics in him, basically?
See, a people's person can run the show easily.
Okay.
That is the most important thing.
But people understand.
Most important thing. See, obviously, the business is based on money, making money, creating money, developing money, improving money, improvising the business, and making the fame and name. These all things are there. But at the end of the time, when we calculate, and we can see the people's person can make things easy. Because a leader, a business owner becomes a leader automatically, and he'll be a leader actually. And a leader create department heads means the department leaders.
You mean to say you hire people bring profits?
Exactly. If are we with them? That's my question. Most of the time
what I have seen now, many of the business motivators or those speakers, inspiring people, speakers who are doing the trainings, they always say profit is business, business is profit. Profit equals business, business equals profit, or vice versa. Because they say all these things are, end of the day will not bring money into your pocket, then it's all waste. Do you agree with that?
No. It's okay. It's okay. But until and unless it's not a single owner business. It's a single person business, it's okay. Right? So it's not a single person business.
Business is not run by a person.
Yes.
It is running by many people with their hearts, their brains, and their soul. And
I simply ask you one question. You are a businessman, and you run a huge business. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. See, number of people and employees, maybe 100 people, and they are working 8 hours. And what is the collective working hours of Al-Wafa? Collective working hours of Al-Wafa is 100 people into 8 is equal to 800. And maybe you are 16 hours. So it's not my time. It's the time of resources, and especially human resources. So the when we combined as a team, or a proper team, or a eligible team, or a team which energy emits, creative.
Okay. So the beatings taken by HR department almost every time, when it comes to the human or the people's stuff. The reason I connected with the people is that management, people, these are the two sides of one coin. This comes together and it brings the best business practices. The HR is in the middle. The HR manager, HR personals, HR rules, policies and everything, that is the only dividing line in between these two people.
That is the threshold.
So in such a situation, how an HR or how HR can be the best in their practices in a small and medium entrepreneurship?
HR should be the mirror of the company leadership. First thing.
Okay.
First and foremost thing is the mirror of a company leadership.
Okay.
When mentally he is fit into that, he can begin with the policies. Until and unless he is not the mirror of the corporate or the head, he cannot create anything properly. So most of the areas in HR people do the mistakes, they are not assimilated to the company.
Okay.
Am I?
Yeah, assimilate the company in the sense, for example, they have to look into the company's growth and company's financials.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But the management would not be looking into those aspects basically. I'm not talking about corporates, I'm talking about the SME segment. SME, there will be one person in the HR whole department, there will be maybe 50, 100 people. Basically,
Exactly.
there will be one management, either one or two or three, like a management team or a board of directors. When it comes to that level, these people who are into the management would be very nice, all those things. But HR department comes in between, and they have a lot of restrictions in between. So how can they become the mirror of management in that case?
See, very simple. Most of the CEOs or the head of the business people making the mistakes. I don't say it's a mistake. It's maybe an awareness, lack of knowledge, and mostly we know that ignorance is our enemy. So what's the thing?
Economics is our enemy.
Yeah, ignorance is our enemy. Yeah. So what happens? We should induct the HR people. The mirroring process has to be happen in the beginning. We bring the HR people in and induct us for 3 hours or 4 hours or 8 hours. I tell Mr. Munir to this person, hi, this is me and this is that and this is our company and this is our outer side and this is our inner side and this is the interface of right. I'm getting the point, right? See, we should show the interfaces.
That's clear. So what is your tips to the HR department?
See, HR department has to be the first thing is to be the learn. If someone is not going to teach you, you go sit with the team, the head, and learn something very properly. Okay. And number one, and try to become the mirror of the company, because you are in front of the candidates while interviewing, while selecting, while boarding, while terminating, while promoting.
You are
the true face of the company. So there are certain switchover mechanism you need to learn. As an HR officer, should learn some certain switchover mechanism. Like when you are terminating, your switchover mechanisms, your face will be changed. When you are making them on board, the face should be different. When you are in training, the face should be different. When you are in interview, the face should be different. So you should practice.
You should have multiple faces.
Yes. That's not a face, it's actually a job.
Understand.
The part of job.
Understand. Okay. Now, come to the job seekers, employees, when they are coming for an interview, for example. Can you tell them, like, what are the main tips or understanding they should have before they appear into the interview board?
Yeah,
I'm talking about employees or the candidates. Job seekers.
Yeah.
Tips for job seekers to interview to appear for an interview. What they should do, what they shouldn't, do's and don'ts. Can you just tell them something?
See, do's and don'ts are first and foremost thing in front of mirror at our home. Prepare our physical attitude.
Okay.
How am my body language? My body language has to be good enough, because we never knew the person who is going to interview us is how he is going to accept us.
True.
Right? So prepare a beautiful body language in front of my
well dressed and well groomed.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then you'll have the first impression.
And the face has to be very clear with accepting attitude, right? Not the outer attitude.
Clear. Okay, then.
Point is when what we don't talk or what can be talked. See, when normally the interview board asks, can you explain something about yourself? Please tell me about yourself. That is 30 to 40 seconds. That is maximum. The answer timing is 30 to 40 seconds. That is exact timing.
Should be very precise and crisp.
Yes, very precise and never end with the word that's all. And most of the candidates end with these statements.
That's all.
That's all. There is nothing called that's all.
Still more to come.
Yeah. So never use the word that's all.
Okay. Then when it comes to the talkings, like when you started talking, then you just go out of your hand. Like, for example, if the question is asking you something and your answer will be going beyond what the questionnaire is expecting from you.
So it's purely based on emotional control. The human beings are in emotional animals. It is not like normal animals. Animals is living in jungle. Human beings are emotional animals. So what is happening? The emotional waves, variations, the interviewer can do in candidates. So be careful about the questions. Will not create any emotional waves in you.
Yes.
So be more controlled in yourself.
Understand. And don't talk about your problems, your issues. I haven't got job, I have been searching for job, I have blah problem, this problem. All those your issues at home, I don't think that will help you a lot.
Never. Because they are not, first and foremost, an interviewer is not searching what is there inside your home. They are searching, we have some gap and I want to fix you someone here. And are you fit for that? I need to know the caliber and capacity, skill, assets, and what you have.
All right. So here are the point. And when you create a CV also, your CV has to be, when you create the CV, for example, this is a wicked challenge that they're facing. Sometimes when you read the CV, we see it's a very cliche, very kind of a CV we have. And sometimes when you ask a question, they even don't know. They haven't even read the the CVs when they are bringing in. So that's another challenge they're facing.
See, in CVs nowadays, no one is sitting for that. Preparation is the key. So prepare the CV in front of you. We are assigning someone and they are preparing for us. And we are never going to read that.
You have to read it at least.
Read that. We should understand which area, what capabilities, capacities, skills, hobbies, which are included, which are not included, which is obviously excluded. See, these all things, we should know that.
Clear.
Until unless we are not aware about detail about our CV,
Then,
our curriculum,
that itself, the impression will be lost. All right. Okay, so thank you so much for coming in for the show, and I'm really happy to host you. And guys, if you are an HR manager or if you are someone who really seeking a job, take these advices. And to my entrepreneurs, if you are looking for something like, if you are really looking for someone to train your people, your office employees, or yourself, or your HR managers, here is the person, and he has done thousands of live sessions and he has got tremendous experiences. And also, if you are someone who is really looking to interview the candidates, obviously taking interviews is such a terrific scenario. Like, for example, if I have 2 positions to be filled, I get 2,000 CVs, then what happens is that scrutinizing it, shortlisting it, then talking to them, tabulating it, bringing them back again, doing the final 1, 2, 3 interviews and fixing them for the right thing. Not only that, you cannot choose 1 or 2 people. You have to minimum 4 to 5 in the pipeline. So we don't know whether he will be okay for 2 months. After 1 month, then he'll have problems. Then again you have to go for the whole interview. So instead of that, take 5 people in line, fix 1, then keep them aside in case in the future if you can use it. All right. And if anyone wants to contact him, this is the number. You can directly get in touch with him. Thank you so much, bro. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Manir Al Wafa with love.